Hi, my name is Marco, and this is my project for telecommunication and computer networking. For my project, I chose to talk about home or office networking. Um, I know many people don't like wire, like they're just used to the wireless connections now, but I think big companies still use the wire connections. Uh, this is something our professor asked us to say. This video is intended for the educational purpose and I'm not liable. I'm just gonna show you a few steps on how to do a networking. And if you wanna follow it, that's fine. If you have any question, you can ask me, but I don't want you to damage anything at your house. But let me show you the steps. Uh, this type of networking is called soho. It's a small office, home office. And as I said before, it's used for small offices, usually no more than 5 computers, or for your house, which is also like no, I'm sure not many people have more than 3 or 4 computers in a house. The main thing I want you to look at is the speed that you want. The speed I'm gonna show you is the 100 megabit. You can do 10 megabit, 1 gigabit. It all depends on how much you wanna pay. Uh, I suggest you go for 100 because I don't think you're gonna need more than that. I'm gonna show you some price difference so you know. This is the 10 megabit and 100 megabit, and it's 25 bucks. If you wanna go to 100, I mean to 1 gigabit, it's gonna go to 189 bucks. So and you're gonna be paying almost 200 bucks for something you're not gonna use. So I suggest you just use the 100 megabit. And for the 100 megabit, you're also gonna use the 5e cable. I mean the Cat 5e, so that's gonna be cheaper than the Cat 6. Some of the materials you're gonna use is a drill. The drill depends of if you wanna do a wiring through the wall or if you just wanna do it directly to the computers and the devices. Uh, you're gonna need a Cat 5e. This is if you wanna use the 100 megabit connections. You're gonna use the coaxial cable and F-type connector. The In case you guys don't know which one is the coaxial, is the one with this connection right here, and the F-type connector is the one that connects right here. So it's the connector that you usually have for when you plug to your TV or your router. You're gonna use the single GAN retrofit boxes. These boxes are the ones you connect to the wall. It's optional because you don't know if you want to use it through the wall or just use it in directory direct directly. You're gonna need the RJ45 jack. This jack is where you're gonna plug in when you have the box in the wall. The jack is the one that's gonna be coming out of the box, and that's where you're gonna plug the cable. That's where the RJ45 plug is gonna go. You're gonna need the Ethernet hub, and you're gonna need a router. For the router, I suggest you get one with a modem and firewall. That will help you a lot, and it's gonna help you with security purposes. Um, Next step, I'm gonna explain the Cat 5e. It has 8 connectors. So when you get the wire and when you tear it apart, you're gonna see it's gonna divide into 8 little cables. And it supports up to 4 pair of wires. It uses a locking tab to keep connectors secure in outlet. I'm gonna show you a picture of it. used for Ethernet and some token ring connections. The pins, since there are 8 of the connectors, pin 1 is the TX plus, P2 is the TX minus, pin 3 is RX plus, pin 4 and 5 are on use, pin 6 is RX minus, P7 and 8 are on use. There are two ways to set up the cable. One of them is the straight through cable. The way you set it up is with these colors right here. The CAD 5E. An example is this one that I have here. I have the straight through. I don't know if you can see the colors, but you can kind of see the blue is in the middle, and then in the corner is the brownish one. You can see they're both in the same order. So it's the straight through. The way you set it up is the white and green stripe is gonna go to the far left of the cable. Is I wish you could. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the one right there. Then you set up the second one. Is gonna be the green one, the solid green. It's gonna go right there. The third is white with orange stripe. The fourth is the blue. The fifth is the white blue stripe. The sixth is the orange one. The seventh is the white and brown stripe, and the solid brown is the one all the way to the far right of the connector. That's one way you can set up the cable. This is a way you can compare them. The straight through is the easiest one because you just have to connect it the same way in the other side, in the other side of the cable. For the crossover, it's a little different. You have to connect for the number one is the orange, and the orange one goes in the third place at the other end of the cable. Then the orange and white stripe goes to the sixth. The green with white stripes goes to the first one. The blue and white stripes goes to the seventh. The solid blue goes to the eighth. The green in the sixth place goes to the second one. The solid brown goes to the fourth one, and the brown and white stripes goes to the fifth. You can use this connection for computers when you connect them from one computer to the next one when it's connected directly. Okay, this is a way you can set up your network at home or the office. It's gonna be the modem. It's gonna be these two. You can just buy one so you can save money. So it's gonna be a modem slash router. That's gonna be connected to a switch, and the switch is gonna be connected to the computers. This is a more specific way that I'm gonna show you. The coaxial cable, you're gonna connect it to the wall, to the coaxial outlet I have in the wall. And the other side of the cable, you're gonna connect it to a router slash modem. That modem is gonna have a Cat5e connector. That's where you're gonna connect one side of the cable, and the other side of the cable you're gonna connect it to the hub. This in the hub you're gonna connect it in any of the ports, and then you're gonna connect. In this case, you connect it maybe to the 6, and you connect two more cables, one to the 5 or the 4 or any other port. From those two, one of them you're gonna connect it to to one of the computers that you want, and the other one to the other computer, or as many as you want. In this case, if you have six, one is gonna go to the modem, and you have five more that you can connect to computers. Once you have connected them, there is a way you can check that the network is working. You go to control panel. In control panel, you're gonna go to network and internet, and then you're gonna go to network and sharing center. And I don't have any network. The only one I have is my Wi-Fi here, but I can kind of show you with my VirtualBox. If you were connected, you have a connection there, and it will show. In my case, I'm just gonna explain how you would do it. You go to properties, then you go to Internet Protocol version 4. You use the obtain an IP address automatically, and obtain DNS server address automatically, and click OK. Okay. Just to make sure, I want to show you somewhere you can look to see if it's working fine. In my case, I don't have any other computer connected to this one, but my IP is 192.168.56.1. Probably if I had another computer connected, and I went to the control panel and the network in the other computer, you say 192.168.56. Probably the number here will be 2, and the subnet mask should be the same. It should be 255.255.255.0, since this is the class C. So the first three are gonna be the same. This one will be 0. Then click OK, close. These steps you should do them with each of the computers, just to make sure you have the connection. That should be it. That was all my presentation, and if you guys have any question or anything, just leave me a comment down and in the YouTube link, and I'm gonna answer. Thank you for listening to me.